The next chapter in the life of the tournament saw a dramatic shift in the balance of power to the other side of the Atlantic. With the exception of Gary Player, the United States dominated world golf in the 70s. However, it was all about to change. A new era was dawning. At its forefront, a charismatic Spaniard. His name, Severiano Ballesteros.
As soon as I get there and I take a look at the golf course, I have the feeling that I was going to win the Masters.
Sevy's belief in himself was justified. By the start of the final round in 1980, he'd opened up a massive gap in the field.
I said to myself, hey, this is your tournament. And I played the last round thinking that I was not 7 shots ahead. I played the last round thinking on scoring on the golf course and concentrating on my own scoring. I was not worried about anybody else because the tournament was only dependent on me.
An attacking start increased his lead to 10, but when he came out of aim and corner, it was down to 3.
It did cross my mind that there was a big possibility to lose the Masters, so I said to myself, hey, you have to wake up and be tough from now on, because if that second shot on 15, I hit it in the water, I lost the tournament. I put it on the green, 15 feet away, and I made 2 putts. Thanks to that, I won.
How do you feel going up the 18th hole at Augusta National, knowing that you're going to be the first European ever to win it? Did that make it extra special?
It was very special, but I never think about that. It was not the kind of victory that you don't expect, and you say, hey, look, this is the last hole, and I'm going to win the Masters, you know? No. I was totally convinced that I was going to win.
At 23, he was the youngest ever. Going into the final round of 1983, Ballesteros turned a 1-shot deficit into a 4-shot lead. And in typical fashion, after fluffing his 3rd shot at the last, he chipped in to close out his 2nd Masters triumph. Although he has challenged on many other occasions, Severiano Ballesteros has yet to add another jacket to his collection.
Looking back, I'm very proud what I have done in Augusta, and even though today I'm 41, I think I can do it again. And I'm totally convinced that I can win the Masters again.
1983 was also significant in being the first year the players were able to use their own caddies. Until then, the job had been the sole preserve of the local Augusta caddies. It was a blow to the caddy community, but there are still players who preferred the acquired knowledge of an Augustan local.
I've had a caddy since 1976 who grew up here. His name is Carl Jackson, and he knows this course so well. We've made a very good team.
That team had twice come second, but in 1984 they went one better. Leading at 10 under par, Crenshaw holed a massive putt in the 10th green and went on to win by 2 strokes. Another European, Bernhard Langer from Germany, was in contention in 1985, but was 2 shots behind the leader, Curtis Strange of America. Going for the green with his 2nd shot to the 13th proved a costly mistake. Strange, complete with waterproofs, was unable to escape from the creek at the 1st attempt and made a bogey 6. And when at the 15th he did it again, it left him a stroke behind Langer, who had a birdie putt on the 17th.
Perfect.
That was the first time I did look on the leaderboard and I saw myself have a 2-shot lead playing the last hole. It felt like a dream come true. It was a very emotional experience, I must admit. To win on the fastest and trickiest greens in the world meant a lot to someone who was supposed to be a bad putter.
The Masters is now so popular that even tickets for the practice rounds have to be balloted. Those fortunate enough to arrive here will be mixing with the regulars who return year after year. And so much is courtesy observed. A seat placed in a prime viewing position will remain untouched for the owner to return to later. Anyone who had such a view in 1986 would never forget it.